For those of you who are new, I am Miranda Marie. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to the channel. So this is my week long of being on one of our mobile clinics. I have just made it to my second city of the week. I'm currently in Albany, Georgia. I had to drive in from Macon to Albany, which is probably about just under a 2-hour drive. It wasn't too bad. It took a little longer because I stopped and got something to drink and I had to use the restroom. But we have just made it to the hotel, so you know what that means. Hotel tour time. Alrighty, so I am standing at the entrance of the door. When you first come in, there is a sink, some cabinetry, refrigerator, microwave, some drawers, coffee, tea, ice, towel, and a mirror. That's me. And then over here is a full length mirror. Please excuse me, I am hot and I'm sweaty. We come over here, it is the sitting area. There is the sofa that does pull out into a couch. Over here is an extra chair. This is our TV. This nice long desk right here is actually our workstation. Love it. And then this is the king size bed. It's just me, so there's only one. Like I said in the last video, usually they give me a double and he asked me, but it's just me. Just give me a single. And then over here is the bathroom area, which I did not turn any lights on. So this is the, oh, wrong one, sorry. This is the sink area, mirror, sink, hair dryer below. Over here is the toilet, towels in this beautiful, nice stand-up shower that I cannot wait to get in. And then over here is our closet. All right, y'all, so I am back. I had to shoot off a few emails. I really wanted to focus on those because today is my first day working on one of our mobile clinics by myself. And I was having some issues with the EKG machine hooking up to my laptop. So luckily I only had 2 patients today who needed EKGs, and they were very understanding in things happening, and they were willing to be rescheduled or to get an order to go somewhere else just to get the EKG done and have it sent back to us. Usually every day I will do a daily schedule. So I have to cover some of it up because I don't want to, you know, hip and everything. But I'll do a daily schedule for the provider. It'll usually have the date and time of the appointment, the claimant's name, and the patient's identification number. And then it'll have the visit type, so what they're being seen for. And then I'll also have a section where it will say, like this one I can show you because there's nothing on here, but I'll have a section that will say show, no show, any checked out notes, and then if they have any other same day appointments. Now usually for same day appointments, that's what they consider diagnostic. So that could be a EKG, it could be a PFT, it could be imaging. Sometimes we do have an x-ray tech on the mobile clinic with us. It could also be lab draws, like even though we do the EKG, the PFT, and the blood work on the mobile clinic, they'll still have that down as a diagnostic. Like the way they have it set up, they won't do it as if it's just all one appointment. So they'll have the actual appointment with the provider, and then if they need like an EKG, a PFT, a smell or taste test, blood work, things like that, it'll be considered a diagnostic test. So that is what this line over here is. Here where it says show, no show, check out notes, I'll put if they showed, if they no showed, if they showed, I'll put any additional notes that the provider wants me to do, like added an x-ray or decided not to do an x-ray, wants patients to follow up with such and such, wants patient to stop this medication, start another, like anything like that, or a patient to send over, like let's say they had some blood work drawn just a week ago, but it was from an outside facility, so I could put patient to send in, you know, lab results from da 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 da. So that's what this is for. Today was pretty, for it to be a Monday and for it to be my first time by myself, it was actually pretty decent. Outside of the whole EKG thing, I think it went pretty well. I'm so glad that our Monday wasn't extremely overwhelming. We only had 6 patients today, so thank you for a Monday. The Lord must have knew that that EKG machine was about to be a problem. So they was like, we are not, but again, it was a shorter day because our last patient was at 11 o'clock. So that's because, like I said, this week I'll be in 4 different cities. So I started off in Macon. I left Macon after the last patient. I checked out of my hotel room. I drove to Albany, Georgia. So we're here in Albany now. And that's going to be another day where I think tomorrow, I want to say tomorrow our last patient is like at 4, I think. Because from Albany back down to Valdosta, because Valdosta will be my next city, it's not that far. So I actually think if they haven't messed with my schedule, so no, actually our last patient tomorrow is 3:30. So we do have a little bit more of a fuller schedule tomorrow, and we do have a little bit of a longer schedule tomorrow. So, and then I believe after 3:30, well, obviously after 3:30, that's when we'll leave from here going to Valdosta. We're actually in Valdosta for 2 days. So we'll be there, today's Monday, tomorrow's Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, we'll be in Valdosta. And then after Valdosta, we leave there going to Jacksonville, Florida. So I end my week in Jacksonville, and then I'll drive, of course, from Valdosta to Jacksonville. But then when it's time for me to go home back to ATL, I'm going to actually fly from Florida back up to Atlanta, so I don't have to drive. So usually when we, I'm actually kind of surprised tomorrow is a little bit longer, because usually they try and stop it at a certain time. So I'm actually kind of surprised they're going until 3:30. The latest that we've gone is like 5 or 5:30 though. So I know on, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say, I believe the 8th, it will probably be a longer day. I think that one will probably be, yeah. So far, if nothing changes, my schedule for Wednesday is until 4 o'clock. And then I think my second day there, our last one so far is going to be at 11 o'clock. Now I have to go back and change because they are still adding people onto the schedule. Like the last time I looked yesterday and this morning for our Friday in Jacksonville, we didn't even have anybody scheduled yet. So that's one thing about this job. You have to always keep checking your schedule, because they will add somebody on like at the drop of a hat. Usually if it's a same day appointment, especially if it's first thing in the morning, they will try and email you, or we have the system that's called Jabber, where it's like, kind of like a, it kind of reminds me of like a FaceTime or something, but it's just through the system. So they'll Jabber you and be like, hey, we just added this patient on for this time. They're not going to have any paperwork. Do you mind, giving them what they need, and we'll print out the paperwork. We'll have them fill it out, because usually they'll be like, hey, can you get there 30 minutes early? They'll try and schedule it in enough time to where they can get here at least 30-45 minutes early so they can complete the paperwork that we would need. Or if you're with a certain provider, they're like, no, they don't need the paperwork. I'll just get it as I'm talking to them, as far as their history and everything goes. So it just depends on what provider you're with. I'm actually getting ready to start scanning my COVID screenings and everything, because we do still COVID screen. It's on a piece of paper, of course, our vitals and everything. So I'm about to start scanning those into the system so I can have them on the charts. That's going to take a little bit of time, but I just wanted to come on here and just kind of give you a little example, a little explanation of how my travel days go. Like I said, I don't have your conventional travel healthcare, travel nursing, travel medical assistant job. So I just wanted to give you a little bit more insight of what it's like. I will definitely do more. Like I said, today was super crazy, so I knew for a fact there was no way I was going to be able to show you anything on the mobile clinic, but I will try my best sometime this week to at least give you an insight of what it looks like on the inside for those of you who are not familiar with a mobile clinic. And I will try and get some things in action while I'm actually on the clinic. Of course, not while I'm dealing with a patient, but like if I'm working on a chart or if I'm setting something up for the provider, I will definitely try to get that. But like I said, I will try and get as much as I can without getting in trouble, violating any rules or regulations or anything. But I just want to come on here, give you that information, close out. I am going to get back on to getting this taken care of. It is already, it's 4:45. I'm supposed to clock out at 4:30. So, and I still got scanning and things to do. And I still got to prep my stuff for tomorrow. So I'm going to get off of here. And maybe next time, if not this week, because like I said, this is my first week doing this and this is my first time working with this provider, so I want to make sure I have everything correctly. So if I don't pick up the camera and show you that in like that particular detailed thing, then sometime next week when I'm at home, because I know I have some more events coming up next week when I'm at home and I'm doing chart prep, I'll be able to show you a little bit more without like feeling rushed or feeling like somebody's over my shoulder or something like that. So I will definitely start to show you guys more. I know some people have been commenting about it, and I know some people have actually found me on Instagram as well. It was sending me DMs, and I actually had a couple people email me, so I do check those. I do respond. So I am going to try and put out as much as I can without putting out as much as I should be, if that makes sense. But I hope everybody is having a great Monday so far. We still have 4 more days to go. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you click that notification bell so that you know each and every time I upload a video. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell some more friends to come on over and be a part of our gang. Until next time, I'm Miranda Marie. Bye.